You know, there's a world of difference between someone who can fix a leaky faucet and a true licensed journeyman plumber. It's way more than a piece of paper. It's a journey of skill, knowledge, and let's be honest, a good bit of strategy. So today, we're gonna break down that path to going pro. So what does it actually take? What's the secret sauce to go from being an apprentice to a respected professional who can call their own shots, earn a great living, and build a real career? That's the big question we're diving into right now. Because becoming a journeyman plumber isn't some simple checklist you just tick off. No, it's a journey. It demands that perfect mix of hands-on skill, the deep book smarts, and the right game plan to crush that final, all-important exam.
All right, every great quest needs a destination, right? So let's start there. Let's get crystal clear on what our goal, the journeyman license, really is.
Think of that journeyman license as your official badge of honor in the plumbing world. It's the proof that says, hey, this person knows their stuff. They can work solo, it's the key that unlocks better jobs, higher pay, and it's your stepping stone to one day becoming a master plumber. It's a huge deal. So how do you get this badge of honor? Well, the roadmap boils down to these 4 big steps. You've got to put in the time. We're talking years of on-the-job experience. Then there's the formal training. Of course, you've got the paperwork and fees, and then the final boss, the exam. It looks simple laid out like this, but trust me, each step is its own adventure. But here's the thing. Being a pro plumber is so much more than just spinning a wrench. You've got to be a bit of a scholar too. It means understanding complex codes, doing some serious math, and reading blueprints like a second language. It's time to decode the scrolls. And the first language you have to learn is code. But guess what? It's not the same everywhere. Depending on where you live, you'll be working with either the IPC or the UPC. Knowing which one is the law of the land in your state isn't just a good idea, it is absolutely non-negotiable for the exam and for every single job you do. And when we talk about knowledge, we're talking about this kind of precision, a 1/4 inch per foot. This one tiny number is everything. It's the difference between a drain that works flawlessly for decades and a backed up, sludgy nightmare. Getting these details right is what the job is all about. This all comes together when you're looking at a blueprint. You're not just looking at lines on paper. You're a translator, turning a 2D drawing into a functioning 3D plumbing system. Being able to tell a supply line from a vent line in a split second, knowing your symbols, getting the pipe sizes right, that's what separates the pros from the pack. Okay, so you can read a blueprint, you know your code, but none of that matters if you don't make it home at the end of the day. In this line of work, the dangers are very real, and safety isn't some corporate buzzword. It is your armor. It's what keeps you in the game. Let's take lockout/tagout, or LOTO. This is not just a procedure. It is a life-saving ritual. You follow these 6 steps in this exact order every single time. Why? Because it's what stops a piece of equipment from turning on unexpectedly while your hands are in it. There are absolutely no shortcuts here. And the stakes are just as high when you go below ground. The difference between a safe trench and an unsafe one, well, it's right there in black and white. Life versus death. Having shoring, having a ladder, keeping that soil pile back from the edge, these aren't just best practices. They're the things that prevent a wall of dirt from becoming your coffin. It's that serious. So, with safety as our absolute foundation, let's get into the heart of the craft. Because all the amazing complex plumbing in any building really just comes down to 2 critical systems working together. I like to think of it as the yin and yang of plumbing. You've got the water supply system, which uses pressure to bring clean water in. And then you have its partner, the DWV system, which uses gravity and air to get all the nasty stuff out. 2 totally different principles, and a journeyman has to be a master of both. So on the supply side, it is all about controlling pressure. Water comes in through the meter, you control it with valves, and you protect the public water supply with backflow preventers. And pressure regulators? They're the unsung heroes that keep the system from literally tearing itself apart. Now for the other side, getting the water out. This is where gravity and air are king. The real magic is in the venting system, which lets air in so that traps under your sinks can hold water and block nasty, dangerous sewer gases from getting into the building. It's a beautifully simple system that relies on that perfect slope we talked about earlier. Okay, you've put in the years. You've learned the systems, you've mastered the safety protocols. It all comes down to this, the final trial. the Journeyman exam. And passing this thing is all about having a smart plan of attack. And here is your battle plan. Just look at this breakdown. A massive 35% of the entire exam is just on plumbing codes. Then you add in the two systems we just talked about, water supply and DWV, and suddenly you're looking at over 80% of your final score. This tells you exactly where you need to live and breathe for the next few months. So how do you study smarter, not just harder? Well, here are 5 tips you can start using today. Don't try to swallow the whale whole, break big ideas down. Flashcards are your best friend for codes. Connect what you're studying to the work you do every day, and seriously, find a study group and hammer out practice questions until you can't get them wrong.
So there you have it. The map is laid out right in front of you. You know the destination, you know the terrain, and you know the strategy. The only question left is the most important one. Are you ready to take that first step?
And if you are ready to start walking that path, an absolutely fantastic resource, and the one we've been drawing from for this explainer, is the Journeyman Plumber Exam Prep Guide by Mike L. Porter. It covers everything we talked about and so much more. And hey, keep an ear out, because it's also coming to Audible soon, narrated by Tom Brooks. Thanks for tuning in.